got a question for you. When should you stop chasing the girl? Know thyself here. Please take this opportunity to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you stay up to date on all of my content when I post it. And so today I want to talk to you guys about a topic that has so many layers. It's basically when you're in the process of trying to date someone or you're pursuing someone for a potential relationship, so often and so many times men will exert energy towards a person or towards a potential relationship, and it might seem that you're putting in time and it doesn't seem like anything is coming from it. You're pursuing or chasing her, and maybe you might be even doing this right now where you're pursuing or chasing somebody, or you're quote unquote courting that person, whatever word or verbiage you like to use, and it doesn't seem as if anything is coming from it. And there's that concept in business that kind of creeps up in a discussion like this. It's like throwing good money after bad. Men think about relationships in terms of investment. We think about it like you would investing in a stock, investing in a company, investing in a business. That's the way we think about relationships. We think about it in terms of, if I'm going to invest my time in this person, am I getting something back from it? And so when you think about putting in the time or investing the time, you have to understand, you have to be cognizant or aware of, are you putting in time that is lost? Are you putting in time that is wasted? Are you putting in time that in which the effort that you're putting in is it's going nowhere? And so before you even get to that point to where you're thinking about whether or not you're putting in the right or wrong time, or how much time you're putting in with this person and whether or not it's fruitful or it's fruitless, you have to understand who you are, where you're coming from, what you're trying to do, what your goals are. Where you are in your life? What are you trying to do? What do you hope to get from this situation? What are you trying to do? What type of person are you? What type of person is she? There's so many questions that you need to ask yourself before you ask yourself whether or not you're putting in the correct amount of time in pursuing somebody. See, I'm in the mind that relationships should be simple. Not going to say they should be easy, but let me rephrase that. The beginning part of a relationship should be simple. Shouldn't be, I'm not going to say it should be easy, but it should be simple. Meaning that if you're putting in effort to court someone, they should be putting in equal amount of effort. And if for any reason you start to feel that the effort you're putting in is not being reciprocated by the other person, then it might be time for you to reevaluate the effort that you're putting in. But you have to understand what it is you're doing in the first place. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to get from this? See, I noticed that for me in the past, I would put in effort with somebody, and I would put in effort just to say that I put the effort in. I would pursue, I would call, I would text, I would reach out, I would try to set up the date, I would try to set up the hang or the meetup, because it was ego based for me. I wanted to prove to myself that I put this effort in, that I put this energy into this person, not for them, because I had no ability to control how they felt about the situation one way or the other. I was putting in the effort because I wanted to sit back and feel good about myself that I put this effort in. So it was all ego based. So you got to think about why you're doing it in the first place. You're not putting in this effort for her. You're not even putting in this effort for the quote unquote relationship, whatever that looks like and whatever that means. So many times men are putting in the effort so that they can feel good about putting in the effort. They're pursuing so that at some point they can tell somebody, a friend, a relative, some other person that they're trying to get into a relationship, how they put all this effort in, and I put forth all this thing, and I was there, and I was putting in the work, and I was trying to show her that I could be there for her. And you weren't reading the situation. You didn't know that putting in all that effort was worthless. It was useless. It was fruitless. It was going nowhere. And you didn't understand that in the beginning. So yeah, put all that effort in, make all those phone calls, send all those text messages, stress about that person when you're not around them, and try to pursue the relationship or pursue whatever it is you were trying to get from that person. But make no mistake about it that you're not doing it for the relationship. You're doing it for you. You're doing it so that at some point you can sit and try to feel good about yourself at the end when you did it all. And then let's be really honest about what's actually happening. You're wasting your time most of the time. So when should you stop? To answer the question, when should you stop pursuing a girl that isn't reciprocating? You shouldn't pursue a girl that isn't reciprocating at all. It should be one step, meaning she takes one step towards you, you take one step towards her. You take one step towards her, she takes one step towards you. If she takes a step back, you take a step back. Get your ego and your feelings out of it. You're spending too much time taking 10 steps towards her. She's taking no steps towards you, but you're not taking the 10 steps towards her a lot of the time because you want the relationship or because you're doing it because you're wrapped up in your own head about the type of person you think you are. See, too many men have egos that are out of control. And the worst thing you could be is one of these nice guys that says, I put in all the work, I pursued, I chased, and she didn't see my worth. No, it's not that she didn't see your worth, because you didn't do that for her to see your worth. You did that so that you could feel good about yourself. Let's be honest about it. And so the title or the point of my page is called Know Thyself, Know Yourself. And so you got to know who you are. Are you the type of person that is chasing people just for the chase? There are men out there that will chase women just to chase them. And when they get them, they have no idea what to do with them because all they were doing was chasing just to chase. That's all they were doing, just chasing, just to be out there, wasting their time, wasting her time. Are you a time-wasting type of guy? Are you interested in wasting a woman's time when you're out there pursuing? What is your point? What is your purpose? What are you trying to do? What is your goal? What is the whole point of what you're trying to do and why you're trying to do it? You really have to have that under wraps. You got to sit and think about that. You have to have that spelled out for yourself. Now, if you adopted a scenario, or I'm sorry, if you adopted a set of steps that you do when you say, I take one step forward, and she takes one step forward, and then I take one, and then she takes one, and if she takes a step back, I take a step back. If she takes 2 steps back, I take 2 steps back. Now you're getting your ego out of it. You're just reacting to the situation. There's no reason why you should be sending her 10 or 15 unanswered text messages. There's no reason why you should be pushing, and because I've been there before. I'm not talking this stuff out of like, this was my experience. Okay, this is what I've done. I've pursued, set up dates, set up hangouts, set up meetups with somebody who was mildly interested in me. But then I've realized that when I've found someone who was genuinely interested in me, it was simple. It was very simple. Wasn't easy, but it was simple. Meaning that when I said, hey, let's hang out, when are you free? Boom, they automatically came back with a time in which they were free. They automatically said, hey, I'm free at this time, this date, these times. This is my free day. These are my free times. Let's make sure that we set this meetup that falls in between one of those free times. So when should you stop chasing her? Maybe you shouldn't start. Again, it's not a chase if She takes one step forward, or you take one step forward, then she takes one step forward. That's not a chase. It's actually a dance. So instead of it being a chase, it should be more like a dance. You pursue, she is pursuing you. If you are sensing that you're pursuing her and she's not pursuing you, you got to take a step back and you got to check your ego, because usually that's the thing that's keeping you, pushing you forward to chase. It's a sense of, I want to do this. I want to get this girl. I'm invested in this, in my ego, not in the reality of the situation and what it looks like when you're actually looking at it. You're completely lost in your own head about what you're trying to do. You're not even paying attention to what's going on right there in front of you. It's right there in front of you that this girl isn't as interested in you as you think she is. It's right there in front of you that she is giving you the signals and signs that say, I'm mildly interested. Because a woman who is interested in you and that does want to pursue something with you will let it be known. She will let it be known. It will be clear to you. And you'll be like, wow, that was easy. That was simple. That didn't take a whole lot of work. I didn't have to chase, because you shouldn't have to. But if you're going to get to the point to where you're not chasing, you got to know who you are first. You got to sit down and figure out what it is you're trying to do. What's the goal? Where are you trying to go? What are you trying to get at? What's the ultimate end result that you're looking for? And understand that you got to get your ego out of it no matter what. You can't be out there just chasing just to chase, because that's going to leave you empty inside, and it's not going to bring you the results that you're looking for. So to round this up and to answer that question, when should you stop chasing her? The truth is that you really shouldn't chase her in the first place. But in order for you to figure out that you shouldn't chase her in the first place, you got to sit down with yourself and figure out who you are. What do you want for relationships? What are you looking for? Have that spelled out for yourself so that when you're in front of somebody, you've already done that internal work and you know what it is you're going for and you know what it is you're looking for. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys so much again, as always, for tuning into my content. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you stay up to date on all of my content when I post it. I will see you guys on the next video. Take care of yourself.